Good afternoon. Thanks for turning out on this not so pleasant day, but this is a great occasion. And welcome to the Arthur F. and Patricia Ryan Center for Business Studies. We're pleased you could join us, an opportunity for Providence College students, faculty, and staff to celebrate our newest campus facility. The Ryan Center, as you can obviously see, is a spectacular and important building, and it's important to our School of Business, a point of pride for Providence College, critical to our future and part of our proud heritage. The facility will give faculty and students more of the tools that they need to teach, learn, and collaborate in ways that will help PC graduates thrive in an ever-changing global environment. The Ryan Center, as it already is known by most of us, will continue to serve and support faculty scholarship in the business disciplines, allowing our excellent professors to continue to develop new knowledge and new ways to challenge and inspire our students. Today also provides our first of many opportunities to publicly thank those who made this project possible. We'll hear from two of the primary driving forces, School of Business Dean Sylvia Maxfield and our President, Father Brian Shanley, in just a moment. Senior Vice President for Advancement, Greg Waldron, and his team in development deserve our thanks for the fundraising effort that was so critical to this building. It's worth noting that nearly 150 individuals, foundations, and corporate benefactors have made it possible for us to celebrate this wonderful new facility today. We owe a great thanks to Arthur and Patricia Ryan, as the building will forever bear their name. We're gathered here in the Palmagano atrium, made possible by the generosity of Robert Palmagano of the class of 1966 and his family. And just outside to my left is the courtyard named for Mr. Palmagano's classmate and fellow trustee, Kevin Phelan. These are just three of the gifts for which we are most grateful, and we look forward to continuing to celebrate and thank those who've made the Ryan Center a reality. Let's have a round of applause for those benefactors. Let us also acknowledge Senior Vice President and CFO John Sweeney for his leadership on this project and so many others that have continued to transform our campus. John, thank you. And Assistant Vice President Mark Raposa. Mark, where are you? There you are. Thank you, Mark. We are also happy today to recognize the primary building partners, Dimeo Construction, and our architects, SMMA. Please congratulate them for their work. And now I'll introduce Father Brian Shanley, who has a few remarks to make. Father Shanley?
Thank you, Dr. Lena. My first remark today, the thing that I feel the most is gratitude. This is a dream come true. And when we formally dedicate the building, when Mr. Ryan and his wife will hopefully be able to join us, we will bless this building. But this is all God's providence for us. The benefactors that made this possible, the workers that worked so hard, all the people in this room that pulled together, this is a day to say thank you. The other thought that comes to me is, wow. I had the experience recently of driving onto campus with somebody who hadn't been on campus in a long time. And we came through that beautiful new entrance where I used to say, remember where the guard shack used to be? Where we were right now was dead space. And this person just said, wow. And that's the reaction that we get a lot here is wow. And if you start to think about what this whole area of the campus looked like even 2 years ago and what it looks like now, people when they drive onto the campus and they see this building are going to go, wow. And it's given us a sizzle and a kind of competitiveness that I don't think we've ever had before. And I'm very conscious standing here that door hall, where I know a lot of people have lived over the years. And that's what Providence College was 100 years ago. Although actually it wasn't Providence College 100 years ago. As you know, this was a hospital for infectious diseases. And I like to think now it's infectious in a different way than it used to be 100 years ago. But we've married the old with the new. And this represents the span, if you will, of Providence College. We've remained true to the roots that we have, as represented by this building named after one of my predecessors, a beloved Dominican. And we've built this new place here. And I was here a few days before it opened in empty space, and I was walking around going, this is spectacular. But I came back last Tuesday, the first day we had classes here, because you can't appreciate a building when it's empty. You can only appreciate a building when it's being used by the people that it was built for. And that's the beauty of this structure, is that we're finally not renovating space built for something else, but building something for our students and for our faculty. Because fundamentally, learning is collaboration between students and professors. And the space enables the collaboration. So when I walked through last week and walked around the classrooms, and I saw professors in those classrooms with this wonderful, flexible space. You faculty get to do what you want and how you want to do it in this beautiful, flexible space. And to see the students looking and engaged at their professors, to walk around here where everybody was thrilled with just having this collaborative space, because again, that's what this is. It's a meeting space for students and faculty to gather together and to help each other grow and help each other learn. And we now have a state-of-the-art business school building here, and it is spectacular. And I was walking through campus yesterday, and I noticed a student holding a book, and it said Beowulf on it. I'm like, yeah, there you go, Civ, somebody's reading Beowulf. And I thought about business. It's like Beowulf and business. That's the unique, I think, proposition that we offer at Providence College for our business students, is that, yeah, in these four walls, you're going to learn everything you need to know to be successful out in the world, but you're also going to read Beowulf. And you're going to read Dante, and you're going to encounter Thomas Aquinas, and you're going to become that kind of rounded individual that, yes, can be successful in the world, but more importantly, will be successful in life and living a life that turns out well. So today we celebrate, we're calling this the soft opening, and we'll get together with a lot more fanfare in April, but it's a day for us to smile, a day for us to be grateful, a day for us to celebrate what we've been able to accomplish here. And there's just so much promise in this building. That's what is exciting for me as I look out at all of you and I think about the collective pride that I hope we all feel about the accomplishment that all of us together have done in getting this building built. And so today we celebrate that and all the promise that it represents. We're grateful. Let's not stop saying wow as we keep going forward here at Providence College. Now I'd like to introduce the woman that made this all possible. One of the best decisions we ever made at PC was to hire Sylvia Maxfield as the second dean of the School of Business at Providence College. And I want to say to the business faculty, one of my first memories of coming to campus, my first summer back in 2005, was we had an off-campus retreat down at the Johnson & Wales campus not Atwells Avenue, what's the Allens Avenue down there. And we were still in the throes of getting accredited as a school of business. And there was some ambivalence about where we were going. I think back to that moment 12 years ago, and I look out at what we've been able to accomplish today, and I think we've come a million miles at Providence College in the School of Business. And I'm very proud of what we have accomplished. And I want to thank you, the faculty, for your hard work over the last 12 years. We didn't get from there to here without you guys really doing a splendid and wonderful job And we should smile about that today. I remember that meeting, and I remember I know where we are today. And there's no other place on campus that I think has made the kind of progress that we have made here, and this building kind of caps it all off. And that doesn't happen without leadership. And so Sylvia Maxfield has provided that for you. Sylvia, I want to thank you publicly. I know it's not easy to transition from one place to another, but I think I've got you a pretty good spot for your school. Sylvia.
Thank you, both Provost Lena and Father Shanley. Welcome to what we call our home. We don't call this a building. We talk about having a new home for the community of folks dedicated to a business education that's deeply and uniquely integrated with the liberal arts. And this is so much more than a building. So welcome to our home. Thank you all for coming to share this incredible moment with us. You know, we're playing with a number of phrases. I'm not great at marketing, but that's an area I've been spending a lot of time on because it occurred to me that we had a great opportunity to shine a spotlight on what we do through the opening of this building. So we're playing with phrases like the power of we, which draws from the intensity of the Friar family. We're talking about we're in this together, we're in this with you. And so none of this would have been possible. This is not about me. This is about the leadership of this college from the board on down. It's about the many donors who made it possible. 2 years ago, we were in a faculty meeting. I don't know if any of you faculty remember this. I think it was about 2.5 years ago at the end of the year, and Greg Waldron was new in his seat. He was just reminding me of this, and there was a lot of skepticism, and I was getting asked all the time, how's the fundraising going? How's the fundraising going? And so I brought Greg in to answer that question, and here we are. We accomplished that. I had the best architects in the world. We had an unusual process for selecting architects, and a lot of what you see physically around you is due to an incredible design team, an amazing construction team. Couldn't have been happier. Our campus partners, all of them, many long meetings about academic technology, all kinds of help from our campus partners. And faculty had a tremendous amount of input as well as staff. Carolyn Duane, Dean Jackie Elsick took out magnifying glasses and looked very carefully at where signs were going to be or where access cards were going to be needed. So this was really a collaborative effort, and we're incredibly gratified by student demand for the business education on this campus, and without their energy and enthusiasm for a business education deeply and uniquely rooted in the liberal arts, we wouldn't be here either. So this is about gratitude, and I feel that gratitude every minute of every day walking through this building. I'm just going to very quickly talk about the learning spaces. We have everything we need to be playing in the big leagues with business education, especially around data and information-intensive learning. So we have our finance lab here. We have named spaces that are specifically designed for the kind of data-rich work that we're doing with our students. But we also have spaces that allow for teaching and learning in a way that brings to life the Dominican tradition of 8 centuries. We have spaces, the theme for this building was actually a town square, and this Siobhan Ross actually used that term, and this atrium really reflects that original idea. And that's about collaboration, it's about discussion, it's about learning together. It's about questioning assumptions with respect and empathy and arriving at shared understandings. And so these spaces are really aligned with a teaching philosophy and a commitment to educating future business women and men who are successful in their own right, but also ready to contribute to society in meaningful ways. So we're so thrilled. We have huge goals and high aspirations. Another quick conversation I was having before I came up here, I was working the room, getting ready for my next asks, new faculty lines, new staff positions, new endowed programs to support our students. And Greg Waldron again said, what I love about you, Sylvia, is the completion of this building is so far in the rearview mirror, you're already looking out ahead at the next big goal, your next high aspiration. And that is true. I am so happy that we're in this building and that we have this new home for our community, but I am already on to the next great goal of continuing what is a remarkable trajectory of this business school on this campus that is thanks to all of you. So thank you very, very much for coming.
Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia and I have our weekly meeting on Friday. She sent me the agenda this morning. I can tell you the building's in her rear vision mirror. Oh, well. This is another memorable day in the history of Providence College, and we're thankful that you have been here to join us. You're invited to stay for lunch, and we hope we see you again for the official dedication and blessing on Saturday, April 29th. So mark that down. Thank you very much.